What did you do, Tej?
What do you mean, what did I do?
Why would you subject the viewers to me and you?
Um, well, do you want the real answer or the fake answer?
Whatever makes them feel better.
Well, the real answer is the winner of these two I have to play in my next match, so I wanted to get a bird's eye view of it.
Duke Firebird, Red for a Grad, and Phoenix Ignition aren't in this race.
I didn't say a red bird's eye view, I just said a bird's eye view. But anyway, that's Crimson Avix. I'm TG. We have got our third race here, and as you can see, we've got a bit of an interesting one here because both Zardia and Almighty Bobino are on 5 points. So whichever one of the two of them finishes ahead of the other is moving on to the next round of the bracket. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, definitely exciting to have these type of matchups where the final race has a lot of meaning. Technically, we could get into a really interesting thing and make Crim have to go do math if Zardia and Almighty Bobino actually tie this race, because then we'll actually go to the time tiebreaker before requiring a rematch from them. So,
Crim, no math.
Hey, I didn't say I would do it on stream, although I can start.
Let's not start any math on stream, okay? It's going to end poorly. I'm probably going to hurt myself because I can only count to 20, and we're going to have to go farther than that. So you know it's going to hurt. But we are starting off here. We are up here, up near the south of the desert, and all three of our runners are starting off by going to the left here. We have got a nice and spicy overworld to start with Lionels and Wizrobes, and also any roads here. Let's see where they take us. So far, we've got some decent spots. We're in the desert. We're here down by Start, and all the way up in the northeast corner. This is going to be a very interesting set of any roads. I like what Nochi and Bobino are doing here, checking right up here immediately, see what they can find. Getting us a blue ring, 245, a little on the cheap side, and wow, these any roads are fantastic.
Teach, breathe.
I did.
All right, so we are getting a few of our Armos checks here. A common strategy by our runners is to try to find this Armos item. It is a free item just sitting somewhere on the overworld. So it is great, but it can also be a hindrance, because if you get something like the red candle, well, that wood sword just found a lot more hiding spots.
Yeah, absolutely, because the overworld wood sword can be blocked by the Armos item, and technically the latter item, if the Armos item is the wood sword, but now we're just getting into whole things. And hey, speaking of that, there is the power bracelet, which means there are 4 more locations the wood sword can be.
Yeah, power bracelet could be a required item. There's 7 checks that are hidden by items on the overworld. There's 4 by power bracelet, 2 by raft, 1 by recorder, and one of those 7 spots is going to hold either a level or a progressive or the white sword item.
What I find interesting there is Nochibado did find a take-any cave and opted to take the heart container as opposed to the candle there. Very interesting play.
Yeah, I will normally make that play if I know where a candle shop is and I know the price, but Nochi also finding a sword, which will definitely help out. Sword down here at vanilla level 3, so I expect, I expected Bobino might find it, but Bobino's heading in the other direction.
Yeah, no, and Nochi also getting very lucky here with killing that first Wizrobe only with 3 HP and getting the bomb drop off the first kill. It's always nice to get a bomb drop, especially when you need it. I'm not saying anyone in this call might have experience with that today, but
it doesn't help when you don't have bomb dropping enemies in a dungeon, which, Lionels are on the overworld here. So what that tells me is, from what we've seen so far, we have Pole's voice on the overworld, but not much else. So it looks like we might have a little bit of combat hiding in our dungeons tonight.
Yeah, some Dark Nuts, some Givdos, Moblins are going to be in there as well. Not the worst set of dungeons, because 2 of the 3 of the Unholy Trinity, the Lionels and the Wizrobes, are happily sitting here making the overworld travel much more difficult than it needs to be. Also, we have a magical sword sighting at the Vanilla Wood Sword Start Cave, so yes, it's a sword, but not the one we need right now.
Bobino is heading over towards the Dead Woods now, so we will see Bobino maybe grab the sword. Gonna check this cave here first, I would presume. or maybe already did. So Babino will be getting their sword as well. Zardia hunting up here in the Lost Hills. 13 for bombs. Not a bad price at all. It's actually nice to find a bomb cave.
Yeah, I mean, bomb shops are great, especially when you're in a spot where you can readily get to. 13 rupees, giving us a 7 rupee discount from what they normally are. You're always happy to see bombs anywhere in that, 1 to 15 price range because they're cheaper than normal.
We are taking a look down here in the southwest as well. No real great thing down there yet. Of course, we didn't see the bomb spot. However, that key price is something that I would definitely be marking down. 62 for a key is one of those prices that you really want to remember.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have our Power Bracelet Block Dungeon, level 6 over here, just moving a little bit east of where Vanilla is, but I do need to point something out here because for those of you who might be watching this on YouTube a little bit later, you don't have access to the Twitch chat, but we do, so we're going to be addressing it. But someone has made a Twitch account. I don't know who it is, but you are my new hero. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have got the Bye in the chat with us right now. Bye Z1R is in the chat right now.
As an admin of this tournament, I do have to say, unfortunately, we have to disqualify Bye from this race because Bye is in the chat.
Yes, but I am very happy to be graced by their presence, and also as an admin, I do have to agree with you that you are in the chat, so you do have to be disqualified. But we do thank you for your participation and hope you will join us in the next tournament.
All right, Zardia does find the ladder here just northeast of Vanilla 2. Gonna check some of these 4 spots as well, as Nochi is continuing to search around level 8 here, is trying to set up for a Kanana key, but had a key, apparently.
Yeah, the oops, I have a key Kanana key. One of my personal favorites.
Finds the red candle, though, so, that decision to pick up the heart turned out great for Nochi, because now he's 1 heart up and didn't need to worry about buying a blue candle.
Sometimes it works out like that where you find what you need to do. Red Candle is also a great early weapon because it's repeatable. It's got a little bit of range, so if you find yourself in a room where you need just that little bit of extra range, like maybe here to get that rope and that Stalfos, it's going to be great, especially if you miss your first candle drop, or if the ropes have, or the Stalfos have a little bit of extra HP.
And I may have missaw where he went in, or where they went in. Zarnia, yeah, at second quest Vanilla level 3 is level 3.
I mean, that's, partially where it's partially Vanilla. It's like, it's the Vanilla that a lot of people don't remember because, who plays second quest?
I mean, I know a few people, but...
Okay, no, they don't play second quest, they destroy second quest.
Very true. Those who play second quest can, and that's about it.
Yeah, really. And Nochi with a really fast 6 here, getting the Triforce and the Red Candle pretty early. Always happy to dig a dungeon like 6 early, get rewarded, get in, get out fast. Babino also did pick up the Power Bracelet as the Power Bracelet, or the Armos item. I'm getting myself all confused here. Krim, take it.
Does that mean you get to be quiet for a little while? Oh, wow. 149 is her large secret. So that is really, really nice boon there, especially with the decrease in the price of the blue candle just by a few rupees. Not having to purchase a candle, I mean, you're going to have enough for a blue ring. You're going to have enough for arrows, and you're also going to have enough to maybe pick up one of those bomb upgrades if you come across one.
That's one of the big things here is, as you mentioned, being able to purchase keys has been a big thing in this tournament just because of the nature of it. So having a large secret is something you're always happy to see.
And we did see Zardia go check the coast. I didn't happen to see what they saw on the coast there, so If it's the one boomerang,
It
thank
is.
goodness it is going to stay
It
there.
is. It was Lord Banana.
No one's going to waste their time on that. Someone threw the boomerang into the sea, and it can stay there forever.
I mean, shouldn't it return to you?
Apparently not.
Then it wasn't a good boomerang.
Another reason not to bother with them.
It's a banana at that point, then, if it doesn't return to you. But how about level 5? We like level 5?
Actually, level 5 and level 6 are my least favorite levels to find early on. Well, level 7 too, but I'll always dig that, especially if some specific people are in chat. And we find level 4 on Zardia's side as well. So a lot of levels found so far, but they're all that mid-tier that you really don't want to waste a lot of time exploring, that you'd rather just blitz. So level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, not great levels. Zar is the only one who really found a nice, comfortable level to search in level 3, but of course not having the sword kind of hurt that.
Yeah, without having access to a sword, they're just sort of going into this for hoping to find something quick and easy to grab for an item. We have TGE getting tongue-tied here, not being able to talk, but we have Almighty Bobino in 5 with a sword, doing some exploring, and exploring is easier with a sword, and a nice, very easy to access bomb pack in a stairwell.
Yeah, and Nochi is now up here in the northeast. I want to say that Zar found level 3, or yeah, that it was at vanilla level 2. So if Nochi heads down that way, Nochi will find level 3 as well, and be able to do a lot more exploration of it with that sword. Does find the bomb shop as well. Gonna purchase a key though. I don't hate this purchase, especially because that will remind him he cannot Kananaki right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, getting the 143 rupee large secret, picking up bombs, picking up keys, I don't hate this purchase at all, especially when you're going to be able to go and get into it or explore a dungeon when you find one. You're hoping to find 1 or 2. Nochi not going to be upset with 3. Zar probably going to be a little upset with 7 right now. Speaking of purchases, I also don't hate the arrow purchase here. For my money in these seeds, arrows is the thing I want to prioritize more than anything else.
No, I think you ask any runner, they go in there with the amount of money that Nochi had, they are buying arrows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with the increased enemies and just how sprite limitations work and everything. There's a bunch of it to it that you can listen to Fred explain more, but with the sprite limitations, you're likely more to find Gomas or Patras or Digdoggers and everything else. So yeah, having the arrows is always great, and also having the Triforce out of 5 is good, and that's what Almighty Bobino did.
Yeah, we picked it up from right behind a Gleok's backside.
I mean, maybe the safest place is right under the dragon's head.
I mean, if the dragon can't see you, can steal from the horde, right?
Possibly. We also see level 9 here on Zar's side. We did see this earlier. I think Babino saw it, but it is right there in the forest. Not a bad location at all, just sort of centralized there. So it's not going to be a long walk to get back to 9 from pretty much anywhere.
It's not going to be a long walk at all. 9's the start screen.
Come on.
Come on, what?
You have to at least go, like, fill up on health or something, because that's actually near there, too, but...
I mean, yes, but I'm just being pedantic.
You're being something, that's for sure.
I believe the proper answer is I'm being me. And we also have a map here of Corral 3 over on Nochi's side as a pretty good Gleok fight there, and a heart container on the ground, so Nochi already up to 6 hearts. So as soon as we find the white sword item, Nochi can absolutely pick that up.
So I'm going to say Corral 3 looks like a animated crocodile from a kid's TV show.
Oh, 3 is hard ladder blocked here, as there was a double moat room in the way, and then you cannot bomb down, so that tells me that that was the old man room. So 3 hard ladder blocked.
Which, of course, you never won, but Nochi noting that, and we'll come back later. And additionally, I want to say we saw something else, and I'm trying to remember what now.
Well, I can't help what you're trying to remember because I don't know what you're trying to remember.
Oh, Zardia did purchase arrows for themselves as well.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Our tracker got it, but my brain didn't.
Yeah, so that's why we have trackers, because we can't keep track of anything, because let's be honest, we're horrible at that. That's why we have the trackers around, and they are absolutely awesome.
Honestly, in about 40 minutes, I'm going to actually have to constantly be looking at the runner's nameplates because I'll forget who's running.
I mean, I think that's a separate problem that might need to be addressed.
Possibly. Babino going ahead and getting their first heart container. All of our runners at least are in the range of the white sword item. Nochi's guaranteed to get it.
And Zar got a sword beam right to the face there coming out of the bomb cave, but so that means they are going to go back to our start screen. But that's actually a good thing for Zar because we know the sword's over in Vanilla 3's location.
Absolutely. And Babino, trying to navigate, is able to get past these Lionels here. Is going to pick up the very nice 32 rupees. All of these secrets actually rolled up. Maximum small secret, near maximum large secret, and a few extra rupees tip on your mediums.
Nothing wrong with bonus bucks are always good. The Gorias here in level 5, in addition to lagging out the room, also decided they wanted themselves a piece of Nochi and got it. But now we have gone ahead and taken care of the bombs in the Goliath room, and Nochi going to make their way up to the top part of Corral 5.
So Zar still doing a little exploration here as they try to make their way across, checking all the open caves. A lot of people will prioritize trying to find the sword at this point. I don't actually hate the exploration, learning where stuff is, so you can just sort of return and try to blitz through it as quick as possible. Plus, if you find the white sword item and it's a 4-heart white sword, you're in good shape.
Yeah. One thing I have tended to notice about these seeds, and which leads me to agree with your statement there about the overworld exploration, is that the speed in which these seeds finish is rather astounding. So knowing where things are and being able to put that information to use is something that I have seen throughout this tournament as something, as information worth having. So I agree with you. I don't hate this either. In fact, we've seen a bunch of seeds where someone looks like they've been, oh my gosh, they're crazy ahead. All of a sudden, hey, how did runner B catch up with them? So the finishing speed of the seeds and then information you can acquire while searching for your items is fantastic here.
Yeah, and the reason for that is primarily that major block flag being on, a guaranteed block on the overworld. And so that's going to require a little more searching, a little more digging to find that item that really opens up the seed. But once you find it, pretty much everything just cascades and finishes out quickly, unless your level 9 takes up a third of your seed.
I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to be talking about a level 9 taking up a third of your seed, but that's just me. Zar up here in our upper right is going ahead and purchasing more bombs. Hey, at $13 a 4-pack, why not?
And we also see the shape here to level 5, and quite an interesting shape as well.
That looks like a really, really, really stretched out game of Hangman.
I was going to say it was synchronized divers that just aren't in sync.
That's asynchronized divers.
They're just out of practice.
Practice? We talking about practice?
I'm not going to send this into a sports rabbit hole. Speaking of holes, Nochi does find that you can bomb south there. Peeks in at a Gliak and says, "No, I'm good." So we'll continue, or
No,
maybe
Nochi gotta go
not.
back because that's the there's the Triforce under the Gliok's bump.
Yeah. Saul at the last second is gonna go ahead and grab it. We'll see if they dip back in to try to find this item. Now, I don't think Babino had the map there, so of course, exploration would be a little easier for Nochi, but Nochi errs on the side of it's level 5, and I don't want to dig that when I still have level 1 and 2 out there. So, gonna peek at the boomerang, say, good, I don't have to ever touch that thing, and we'll continue on his exploration.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely agree. I don't hate. You already got the item out of 6. You've dug that. You've got the Triforce out of 5. I don't hate coming back later if you need to. 100% agree with you on that. 5. That 5 especially was, not just a big dungeon, but it was a linear-sized dungeon. And speaking of dungeons, how about level 1 on Zardia's side?
Now, this is actually great for Zar because they will find the sword pretty quickly, which may not even help him in this one because that's a dig knocker. Now, there may be other areas to explore. And a Patra. So, I mean, level 1.
I mean, I do have a reputation to keep, and considering earlier this afternoon I didn't really, so I figured I'd double down with Dig Dogger and Patra here. You are all welcome, because I know that's what you came here to see.
Before heading down to Vanilla Level 3, though, Zar is going to use the screen scroll to unlock this last door over here on the right, hoping that it leads to something.
Well, it will lead to something. Whether it's something good is another story altogether, because it does lead to this room right here.
It's a Tringle.
We do like a Tringle. We do. Level 1's got a Tringle, and with all those bosses, it's ready to mingle.
Zar not going down and checking Vanilla Level 3. Wonder if they will make that move after checking these few burn bushes, or may have just been burning that one and then will hit level 3 and then go down to the southwest. Gonna be delighted to see the sword here, though.
Absolutely delighted. We can put all 3 of our runners with the sword, and with that sword, it wouldn't surprise me if Zar dipped right back into level 1, even though it is, horrible.
Well, I don't know, because the only thing that Zar can do right now is that Patra room.
I believe there was an open door to the left of the Patra, so all they would have to do...
Yes. Zar went into that room. It is the old man with nothing else in there.
Oh, it is?
Yes. So unless you're gonna go in and hope for a bomb wall, I don't see Zar re-entering one right now.
I mean, maybe it's just me. I do have an unhealthy obsession with killing Patras this tournament, so again, it's just me.
Although that may return Zar to level 1. That is a key purchase there for 62 rupees. So Zar is going to head back. If they head into level 1, there is that key door that was in the Triforce room. They can go ahead and do a little more checking.
Yeah, don't hate that. Nochi also picking up the blue ring. Don't hate that at all. I personally have loved picking up jewelry in this tournament. It has been a real lifesaver in a couple of seeds I've had.
So your blue ring was a ring pop?
That's a bit of a stretch, but I like it.
You talked about lifesavers.
Yes. That's why I said it was a bit of a stretch. But we have found level 8, which means we are still just have to find level 2, and we've already found our block dungeon in 6, so 2 could be anywhere, although Death Mountain seems like a really, really good spot for that. Wouldn't you agree?
No. I believe that the raft or the Recorder Lake would be a good spot for level 2. Require more stuff, Teach, not less.
I mean, fair. I can't pretend like I'm trying to be nice.
No. Everyone knows it's a facade.
Look, my reputation is that I roll garbage seeds, not that I'm a garbage person, and you don't need to tell anybody anything else.
Looks like Zara is going to attempt some bombing here. Does not get him anywhere. This level 1 feels like it is embracing its inner Spider-Man and just clinging to the ceiling here.
I was going to say this level 1 feeling very segmented, but hey, we have a Kananaki opportunity here.
Absolutely, and ropes are one of the best enemies for Kananaki.
Oh, that was a smooth Kananaki from Zar there.
Yeah, ropes are great for Kananaki because they do hone in on you, so it is very easy for to sort of capture them in that rush. However, this room is not something you want to run into at all, especially early on with not a lot of harps.
Also, we have our map of level 4, and level 4 is segmented. Although it looks like a fancy laser gun having a new laser cartridge being loaded into it.
I could see that.
And Zar realizing that with that door above the Triforce, they can bomb to the right in this Dig Dogger room, saving the key.
Absolutely. And that is an excellent call. To try to save any consumable resources is always something that may benefit you later on, especially when you get into a room like this and it's very open.
Yeah, and this isn't the worst room to be open with because, you know, the likes are going to basically chase after you, and there's only one, so they're not going to swarm you. And the Vire is also going to be pretty easy to kill. So this actually isn't the worst room for Zar to have found, and that's actually a fantastic heart drop.
Yeah, so Zar now has found the part of the level that is going to lead to the 2 items here. So they will probably continue to search. Now, here, I personally don't clear this room just because I know because of that shutter door, this is not going to be a push block to a staircase. But I can sort of understand, while that's a welcome sight.
100%. And I was going to say, I do kill that room because in level 1, that is a drop room. So, but now that we've seen the candle, the any key as the floor item, I am literally only killing a room for a staircase. But level 1 is holding up to the Spider-Man meme you just gave it. It is, in fact, clinging to the ceiling. Nochi has got a compass down there in level 8, but is doing some exploring. And speaking of exploring, we are exploring near start with Bobino, and we've also found Das Book.
So our trip through Hyrule will be a little bit easier because we now have the Atlas. We can navigate our way easily because we have a deer exiting a pool.
And level 1, 2 heart containers and the any key. But hey, if you're Zar, you're happy with that any key, and the 2 heart containers don't hurt with the way this seed has been going. And yeah, that level 8 is something. I'm not sure what that something is, but it's something.
It's disgusting is what it is.
It's level 8, I'm glad I'm not in. But now, here's the question for you, friend. You've got 1 to 2 items out of 8. You know where the Triforce is. What do you do? Well, nothing, because you can't get it right now!
The answer was, if that wasn't a Goma and the Triforce was accessible, I continue on just to check those few last rooms around that area. It's less of a time sink to do that than to have to return to that area later on. I think losing that little bit of time to gain the knowledge of whether the item's there or not is definitely worth it at this point in the seed.
Also, chat playing our favorite game of Name That Inkblot, and I have to bring this up because someone said level 8 was a house with smoke coming out of the chimney. But the problem is I misread that at first, and I read a horse with smoke coming out of the chimney, and I was trying to figure out why a horse had a chimney.
I'm not surprised, really. So I'm not going to make any comment about it. We do have Babino in 8 now, going to do a lot of the same searching. We will see if they are able to find the second item here. But they find instead a room that is absolutely disgusting because it's blue dark nuts with turrets.
You know, I'd like to put a motion up to just remove all turrets from the game.
Turrets are by far the worst enemy in the game, and you're never going to convince me otherwise.
Agreed. 100% awful. And now chat is trying to figure out why my horses don't have chimneys.
Because he lives in Maine.
Yeah, horses can't survive in the cold weather. It's nay unbearable for them.
However, the very few horses that do live up there all speak French.
yes, they do. Nochi in level 4 has found the with what everyone else has found, and also sees this rather disgusting map.
Yes, I mean, level 1 wasn't bad, but a lot of the maps haven't been too wonderful. Level 3's was just bad because you realize very quickly with the map that you're ladder blocked.
Yeah. Also, that red candle paying dividends for Nochi here got cornered by one of the bubbles, but was able to still start dealing damage to the red Gorilla because of the candle. And now that there's less things on there, the candle flyer isn't lagging as much as it was earlier.
I mean, Bananas Foster is always great, so burn those Gorillas when you can.
I mean, Bananas Foster is delicious.
That Gleok may be blocking a bunch of important stuff, though. Because there are shutter doors to the right there. So we'll have to see how progression goes.
Yeah, but Zardia in 6, Nochi in 4, Babino in 8. We have got our even numbers here happening as all 3 of our runners are in a dungeon at the same time. All 3 are in different dungeons. So, chat, what I'm going to ask real quick as Zar is leaving 6, or just to try and unlock a door, which one of these 3 dungeon palettes is your favorite, gray, blue, or pink? Krem, what about you, friend?
See, the gray is the traditional, it's from the original palette set. I kind of like the icy blue, but the pink is good only because it's not the Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yeah, the Pepto Pink is awful. I mean, I like the Pepto Pink, but it's very grating on the eyes. But let us see what Gleok blocks here in level 4. Not that a Gleok in level 4 will be blocking anything important, would it, Krem?
Like a Triforce?
Not where I was going.
Oh, I know what you're going for. But I don't want to spoil the race in case people want to go back and check it out, because remember that every race that we have here on SpeedGaming is in VODs, so they can always go back and take a look at any of the races that have been restreamed for this tournament.
You absolutely can, and I highly recommend doing it. We've had some pretty good races, and the only thing I will say is we made mention to it already here. Do go back and watch that race from earlier this afternoon, if for no other reason than that level 9 was special.
Also, calling level 2 on Death Mountain. Now, this is the palette I can get behind. The Spirit Temple palette of level 2, hanging out here on what I refer to as screen B3.
You sunk my battleship.
Well, you gotta hide it better.
I mean, there's only so many spots I can put it.
We still see Nochi hanging out here in this level 4, trying to navigate their way through. Babino trying to wonder why they're still navigating their way through this level 8. Oh my goodness, Manhandle's rolled up.
Manhandle rolling up might be the worst thing to roll up in HP.
Yeah, there is nothing worse than dropping the bomb and you get the machine gun and he's just standing there laughing at you. With 4 mouths.
Yes, it's not just the fact that it's laughing. It's the fact that it's laughing with the 4 mouths.
So that's your mantra today, is just rolling up on manhandlers.
Apparently, I'm in the mood for some thickums tonight. Because, yeah, Manhandler, like I said, and like, Wizrobes rolling up are bad, but Manhandlers rolling up are just so... Oh, there's the bow in 2!
That is a great find for Zardia, especially because of 2's location. Now, you have every other level available to you on the overworld that you can revisit. There's a good chance you're not visiting Death Mountain until you're digging a lot of these other levels. But digging level 4 is definitely worth it because that's a ladder.
And now Nochi going to have to be careful here, because does know where the Triforce is, but only on half a heart, so you're going to have to play the dance game with Goma here, and does manage to get through. Now it's just a matter of making sure Dig Dogger doesn't do anything too devious.
Did you just see the bad news about level 2?
It's segmented. We have a clock down on Bobino's side with some Wall Masters in the room. Going to be interesting. Did we get all of the Wall Masters out of the room?
You can't even tell by pushing that block either, because it might be a dead block, or there might actually be Wall Master still hanging out, and there were. Either that, or we just get a nice room respawn here. But it does look like this Dark Knight is going to be the last thing in the room.
Also, how about that level 7?
Very, very linear.
That level 7 is something... You know what it looks like? It looks like one of those, like, a side profile of the Claw from the Claw games.
I could see that, or that one fighting Pokemon, like, facing downward.
What fighting Pokemon are you talking about?
Hold on. Now I'm gonna have to go search.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're trying to figure out here. Like, what generation is it from? What does it look like? Chad, if you can figure out what Pokemon Krim is talking about, please let us know. As we see the map for level 2, which is, you know, a very interesting segmented map here, but the map is always a good find, as we are killing a room full of triple Dodongos on Nochi's side, as Bobino is continuing to traverse through level 8 to try and find the items here.
Mianshao. Or even Mianfu.
Okay, turning my head, I can see where you're going with that.
I'm glad you can, because that's where I went with it. However, it's very linear. Also, Zar able to hang out here in the triangle, trying to take out these Landmola. Unfortunately, already used the candle, so the only thing they could possibly do is try to escape here. What I would do is just walk right one tile, and then try to come at the top.
Or just use the arrows.
The arrows.
Okay, we have arrows here. Yeah, Nochi sees the Gleeok and says, "Nah, I'm good, fam."
Ooh. Level 7 with the goods.
Level 7 with all the goods. Level 2 with the Dig Dogger.
So that means that once Nochi gets up to the Death Mountain area, Nochi will be in go mode. Doesn't require anything else because we know where all the levels are.
Yep, also, I'd like to point something out. We found the second item in level 8. It's the raft. It is logs, They are big and heavy and wood.
You idiot.
Thank you. I wasn't sure where you were going to go with that, whether you were going to go with that or if you were going to finish the song for me.
No, sir, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Also, pointing out, we have got a bomb upgrade on Nochi's side. Unfortunately, only a +2.
We can't have everything.
I'm sorry, chat. I've got Krim off on a tangent.
Uh, level 1 here for Babino. Quickly grabbing the Triforce. No keys either, so we'll see if they are able to recognize that bomb hole in the Dig Dogger room and proceed forward, because that any key will be a big find.
Yeah, we also have got our white sword item. It is the flute for Zardia. Also up on Death Mountain.
Not required. Well, it still may be required. We don't know if there's any Triforces blocked by that, or if it will be required in level 9, but not required for overworld exploration, but still a great item to get because it allows you to get back to dungeons very, very quickly.
I think level 2 may have been Dig Dogger blocked. Like if I saw, because Zar left level 2 after running into a Dig Dogger in the segment, so I don't hate if I'm, well, what I need to do is get off of this screen because the Wizrobes are just absolutely giving Zar the business right now.
Nochi going on and taking on that Patra. Doing a really good job as well, taking that first hit, but luckily also has that blue ring, which has the damage that the Patra will do to him. So just this one Patrite left, and then a bunch of smacking the eye with the sword.
Yeah, never upset to see a key there, although we know the any key is in this level 1. Nochi does have the advantage of this one, however, having the book, which gives them the map. Zar back in level 2 with their newly found flute powers to see if we can kill that Dig Dogger and acquire a piece of Dorito.
I'm hungry now.
You should have eaten before we came on the air.
I didn't really have time to.
I mean, the best I can offer is I've got half of one of those, those Lindt dark chocolate big candy bars. I've got half of one of the intense orange ones here if you want some.
I'm sorry, I actually thought you were just going to stop at the comment, I have half of Lindt here.
Okay. Oh, where are you going with that, sir?
I don't know. Zardia is heading back towards the Dig Dogger, though. And we have Babino maybe eventually getting their way towards Death Mountain. Up here in the Grave area, but it looks like they might be wrapping down to the Armos area. Oh, going to check out Forgotten Spot.
This last piece of the Landmo being really obnoxious there.
Yeah, Zardia not going to be able to get out. Luckily, the Lambos will not respawn when they come back out of that passageway, but yeah, sort of got themselves in a little spot. See, this is where I thought the Triforce would be, is underneath this Gleeok. Just a prime spot for a Triforce.
100%.
And there it is.
So we've got our Tringle from level 2. So Zar with the bow, with arrows, hasn't found the power bracelet yet. As soon as they do, that puts him one item from Go mode, which we know is in level 7.
No, it puts them 2 items. They do need the ladder. 3 is hard ladder blocked.
True, fair. I forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah, very.
Wow. That's how we're playing, I see.
Zar not going down towards the Armos site. Armos. I mean, I know it's not at the Armos up here in Death Mountain, but we'll need to eventually get there to check for that power bracelet.
Yeah, I don't hate trying to kill those Lionels for bombs, though.
No, not at all. Nochi was able to get their Tringle out of one, I believe they were in.
Yes, Nochi did get everything out of one. Both hearts and the any key.
And we do have Albino here traversing around 6. We know the right candle's in here. This 6 was not bad at all. We don't know what it looks like, I don't think. I don't think Nochi ever found the map here.
I don't believe we saw the map, no. Nope, but Bubbles playing good defense there for on Bobino in 6, but does get a bomb drop from the room. And now with the ladder, Nochi going back to level 3. Let's see what's hiding here in the depths. What are we going with? Wand? Boomerang?
I'm going white sword.
You are much kinder than I am, sir. Oh, that could be Zelda's room.
That is 100% Zelda's room.
Level 3 being cheeky.
But I have stated this in previous commentary. Knowing Zelda's room exists in one of these levels completely changes how I go about level 9. In level 9, I try to go south to north. You know what? The game's even nicer than me, Tej.
The game is even nicer than you, yep. But Nochi, of course, following the path of buying the blue ring to get the red ring, which, of course, you know, I'm a full proponent of. I will always do it. But now Nochi knows what the Triforce is. Quick and easy level 3. Zar also grabbing a heart container out of level 4. So on Nochi's side, we do have a 20% chance of the magical sword. Zar not that far behind. 1 heart container away from checking.
Alright, so Zara gets over to this 3-head Gleok, already cleared out the 2-headed variety. We get a Triforce over on Bobino's side of level 6, and they will not be returning, so they are exiting without the red candle. No harm done there, but we will see if they end up coming back to gamble on that instead of level 7.
I mean, I don't hate dipping out of 6 after fighting the Triforce here. 6 is probably going to be a pretty big dungeon. Nochi going back into 5 here. I find this very interesting, considering we still have to find 2, and we still have 4 and 8 that we know where they are.
Well, in Nochi's mind, he does not have Raft, he does not have Recorder. He may believe that the item in level 5 is one of those 2, and that will lead to level 2.
Fair. I mean, we know that level 8, the Triforce in 8 is Goma Block. We know this. Nochi knows this. So that's fine. Did we get the Triforce out of 4 from Nochi, or was it blocked by something? Because we have the ladder out of it already. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we picked up the Triforce out of 4, and we missed it because there's 3 people on screen, so it's easy to miss stuff here. Oh yeah, Nochi did get the Triforce because it was right here. I remember this room that the Zardio's in right now.
Yeah, it was 2 north from where Zardia was, yeah. Like 2 north from where the
item was, yeah.
The ladder was, yeah.
Yep, I remember that. So yeah, no, that's why Nochi's back in 5. That makes sense now.
Okay, so going back, because it was brought back up in chat, to my whole, it changes how finding Zelda's room changes how I route 9. So, typically, when I'm in level 9, I always route from the south to the north, trying to look for shutter doors that do not open from the south, because if it is Zelda's room, that is going to be a guaranteed only point of entrance, as we find the one here in level 5. So, a lot of times, I will try to go from the bottom towards the top and search rooms that way. If I find Zelda's room, I know that that is 100% a room that cannot be in level 9 now, so I am no longer just specifically trying to travel in that south to north way looking for shutter doors. I'm more haphazard and following where the level leads me.
No, yeah, 100%. And the other thing about going south to north is by going that direction, you are going to clear out more room searching for Ganon as well, because Ganon, you're going to hear the roar from any cardinal direction, and going north to south is going to give you, you know, the up down and as well as the left right every time you go up. So you're effectively clearing 3 columns if you go straight up and down.
So Nochi now back in level 8. We know what the item in here is, it being the raft. So that will actually point Nochi in a direction that he may be expecting to need to look. Of course, for level 2. But it will not give anything significant because we know now where the magic sword is, where the white sword item is, and where level 2 is. And there won't be any of those at a raft spot.
No, there absolutely will not. And if I randomly start breaking out into some yelling, it's because we've been joined by my co-commentator, the Cat, the General, who does like to try and bite on my headphone cord. So that might be a show you guys get in addition to Zardia finding the ladder.
Well, we just hope that you won't be using push to talk at that point and just keep yourself muted. We don't need to hear the yelling.
Okay, it's more like, Stern talking to. I don't yell at the kitty. It's a good kitty.
So Zar going ahead and trying to take out the Goma here. This could potentially have a drop, so not a bad idea. Also, the shutter door to the south there. But we know that it is actually 2 rooms up where Zardia wants to be for the Triforce.
Yeah, also, I feel betrayed right now, Krim.
No, you brought that on yourself, and I'm siding with chat.
No. I feel betrayed because Pup Time posted cat emotes and not pup emotes. I feel betrayed.
Hey, when dogs and cats both come together to try to troll you, I'm all for that.
You're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong there. As we are continuing, Nochi is in the general area to find where the raft is here in this level 8. Zar killing off some of the Gorillas there. That's the word I was looking for. Gorillas getting their Triforce out of 4 as Nochi does go ahead and acquire some logs from level 8.
Also, in the midst of you whining about your cat, we did find the bow over on Babino's side. So Babino is now armed and dangerous with ranged weaponry.
Can we call them Bobino?
If you really want to, sure.
I mean, it's right there. I see we've got Krim in complete silence here now from my horrible joke.
No, I'm actually looking for the mute button on the advanced panel of the SG page.
Wait, hold on. Of all the things I've said, that's the one that gets the mute button?
I'm just trying to be preemptive now.
Fair enough. Zardia in this awful level 7 layout, although the good thing for Zar is that, well, we know silvers are here. So that's a good thing. We like silvers.
Yeah, not only are silvers here, but the fact that 7 is so linear, you're going to come across the silvers.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even if I come across an early Triforce in this 7, because of how small and how linear it is, I am absolutely digging it.
Oh yeah, but I believe that you won't get to Triforce before you get to Silvers. Silvers might have actually been in this room. Or maybe not.
Signs point to no.
So Babino doing target practice with the plant, unable to take it out, so we'll just be continuing on elsewhere here in level 2. We know the Triforce is with that beautiful 2-headed Gleeok.
Beautiful. So you're calling Gleeoks beautiful when you don't have to fight them.
I mean, I didn't sit there and say the one that I had to fight today was ugly.
But you weren't calling it beautiful.
I wasn't asked.
Would you have called it beautiful had you been asked?
The Gleeok wasn't the problem, it was the room.
That just sounds like an excuse if you ask me, but...
Zar now traversing past that Gleeok and now finds their silver arrows. So, believe it or not, Zar's Go Mode is the Armos item.
Yeah, no kidding, right? That's crazy.
is going to go ahead and do the stabby stab against the Gliok, hoping to find the Triforce in this room.
I mean, stabby against the Gliok is never a bad option. My preferred, though, is stabby against the Patra, but then again, we all know I have issues with Patras.
See, the problem is you shouldn't be stabbing this Patra, you should be swatting it.
Well, there's no fly swatter in the game, so stabbing's the next best thing.
That's why I'm trying to commission Fred to make the letter do damage.
It should deal extra damage to Patra.
Yes. I can totally get behind that.
I think we all can. But Zar, using a potion here against another two-headed Gliok and proceeding to continue with the stabbies, and a compass is a great find. Also, we've got a Triforce for Bobino down in level 2. They're only a couple items away as well. Silver's from 7, Ladder from 4, and Bobino is going to be in go mode. So we've got a couple of things here. Nochi on their way to 2, going to find it here in a minute. So this is getting a little saucy here. I like this.
Yeah, Nochi in a little bit better position because they sort of know where they're at, what they need. They know where the Triforce is in level 8 and what they need for that. So they're going to be searching 2 here until they can get the item, because why wouldn't you ever get the item out of 2? But
Nochi also knows that it's the bow, because it's the only item left that's
yes,
an important item. So Nochi knows I'm getting my bow here out of this too.
Yes, we actually also do know the items in 9, and yeah, at this point, White Sword isn't bad, but you're not going to go out of your way looking for it. But Nochi has everything and all the knowledge. Well, no, actually, Nochi doesn't know it's the bow.
Oh, true, because
Nochi
hasn't found the White Sword item yet. Correct, but either way, you're still looking at 2. It's 2.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're not gonna sit there and say no to the recorder sitting at 2.
No, you're absolutely not. I mean, the only time you're saying no to items in a 1 or a 2 is if you know for a fact you are in go mode and you get a compass early. You're gonna not bother looking. If you come across something great, you'll check. But for the most part, you're like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna go get my Triforce and I'm gonna go explore 9 for 30 minutes.
Honestly, like in this too, I'm searching for the item because either it's bow, which is required, it's recorder, which is going to make traversing easier, it's sword, which is going to be an upgrade, which, speaking of sword, Zardia just got magic sword at 11 hearts.
That's a huge advantage for Zardia here.
Yeah, or it's the magic boomerang, and with you on comms, of course I'm picking that up.
I mean, fair, but Nochi probably doing a big old fist bump here as they acquire their bow, and that officially puts Nochi Bado into go mode.
Wait, are they doing a fist bump to themselves or a fist pump? Because you definitely just said a fist bump.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. And yep, Zard does have the power bracelet, as confirmed right by there, so yeah, no. We have achieved go mode on Zar's side as well.
Yeah, so Zar is really in the position that they just have to find the remainder of the levels. I don't know which ones they haven't seen. I don't believe they've seen 3 yet. I think that is one of the few that they... Oh, no, they have seen 3. They were in there for a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it's 6 and 8, I believe. But we just found 8, so that takes that off the table.
But, yeah, it was pointed out in chat, and it is important to note, our great creator, Fred Coughlin, if you don't follow him, you should definitely do that, is in a position that he refers to as Schrodinger's go mode on Nochi's side, because there is always the possibility that there is going to be a required Dig Dogger at some point in level 9, so we may need that recorder yet, so Nochi may need to do a little more exploration for it, but instead is just going to return to level 8.
I mean, I am in. I like to gamble. We all know this, so I'm 100% in agreement with what Nochi is doing here. I would be doing the exact same thing. Go get my Triforce and go into 9. If I happen to have to go back and get the recorder, there's like 6 spots it can be on the overworld. I 100% am in agreement with this.
Oh yeah, I don't hate the play at all. I will bet on a Digdogger not blocking the sole path to Ganon or Zelda in 9. You have a bunch of potential for other bosses to be there. You have potentials for workarounds. So yes, I am in agreement. I would not search for the recorder at this point.
Nope, and both Nochi and Zar in level 8. Bobino in level 3. Bobino going to be very happy in this level 3. Unfortunately, no ladder, so won't be able to acquire the red ring just yet.
So they're not going to be happy yet. They'll be happy eventually. Hey, you got to be pedantic earlier. I'm going to be pedantic now.
I didn't say anything. I approve of the pedantism. Is that the word, pedantism? Pedantry? Do we have any linguists in chat who can properly tell me which version of the word I need here?
Do we have any linguists in chat that can properly tell Teach the word that he is going to mispronounce anyway?
No, the only thing that I mispronounce are people's names. Pedantry is, I'm getting chats telling me pedantry?
Oh, there you go. Babino back in 4. Zardia finding the book. I don't hate the pickup at all here. Zardia does not have the wand, so it's not going to cripple his wand ability. Plus, he has a magic sword, so that's already a boost anyway. But it does give them the map to level 9, which is always important. Now, I do wonder what else Zardia may be searching. May still be searching for that raft because they have not found 6 yet either, and knows that 6 is going to be the.
No, Zar wasn't 6 because I remember the pink dungeon comment. Zar wasn't.
Okay.
6. Zar's searching for the path for the Triforce.
Okay. Well, they were just up. They have the compass, so that's why I was wondering. They were going away from the Triforce, and they've already taken the transports there, so they were item searching a little bit. Maybe for the red ring or something like that.
I don't hate searching for the red ring or the white sword. I do have to be careful here. So many fireballs in this room.
And there is the Triforce for Nochi. Nochi will be either giving a nice up A or taking a nice little stroll back to level 9.
Considering how close 9 is to the fairy fountain, I would just be taking up A, but there's also the Any Rose, which will get us right back there as well.
Yeah, that works. So Zar, also getting the Triforce out of 8, is going to continue to look here. I wonder what they are looking for. Have they found level 3? I thought I've seen them in level 3. Oh.
Potion shop.
Well, no, they're burning. They're navigating.
Oh, maybe we haven't seen level 3 yet. That's a 60 room 9. That's a big, thick block. Based on what Chad is telling me, I immediately regret going into the pedantry stuff because apparently I'm supposed to emphasize the first syllable.
I mean, that's when you just have fun with it and talk about mispronunciations of the or misemphasis of the wrong syllable.
You know, you're the second person today to make that joke to me, strangely enough.
So Nochi is going to take the strategy here of dipping in and out of these corridor staircases, the transports to other areas. Some runners prefer to take this method. other runners prefer to just try to keep in a straight line to find their way, but they are all looking for the same thing, and that is a door and a roar.
Yeah, I very much am. My path through 9 is entirely dependent on whether or not I'm looking for the silver arrows. If I am, I'm taking every staircase like you see Nochi doing now. If I'm not, I'm marking staircases and only taking them when I feel like I need to, but I'm going to take the path the game gives me to try and knock off as many spots where I can find Ganon and or Zelda as possible.
So we do have one fortunate thing for our runners here. This 9 is infested with Gyarados, so bomb-dropping enemies aren't going to be the issue.
No, it's just the enemies dropping bombs that's going to be the issue.
I mean, those are separate issues.
They are separate issues. We are back into level 8 for Bobino, looking to find the second item, hoping it's the ladder. Unfortunately, we know it's going to be the book, although a map doesn't hurt. Czar back in level 3 and makes quick work of the Gliok with the magic sword. There's nothing better than having fought through a bunch of bosses all seed long to finally have the magic sword and just be like, come at me, bro, I got you.
Yeah, so Czar will be happy to find the red ring here if they do indeed search for it. Given what the fact that they were still looking around a little bit, I would imagine that they'll probably peek around for the item here, and finding that red ring, having the magic sword, that will be a nice blitz for Czar there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a level 3. I don't hate peeking around here if you're a Czar, because you're hoping to find either wand or red ring. This would be the only dungeon I would do this in. We're lucky enough to know that right here, this is the red ring. Czar, again, going to be absolutely happy that, hey, look what we found.
Yeah, and now having that, it's a blitz from here. So unless Czar is missing information that we're not aware that they are missing, it should just be blitz and go at this point.
Yeah, 100%. So we just need to get Triforce out of 5 and 6 for Czar. Nochi now in the room with the Gliok here, bombing around. I like the bomb grab, the bomb the wall, then grab the bombs as Czar, speaking of bombs, looking to get bombs, does get a bomb drop there. And Bobino looking for the second item here in level 8. The difficult part is when you've already got the Triforce out of a dungeon, you really don't want to go back there unless you absolutely have to, but Bobino is going to have to go back to 4 here in a minute, because 3 is hard ladder blocked, 7 is hard ladder blocked.
Yeah, so Czar back in 5. This should be a relatively quick 5. Doesn't have to do a lot of digging for anything. We'll find the wand if they dig, but I don't think that's something they prioritize. I think we're going to see them doing what they're doing right now, and that's prioritizing clearing rooms, just looking for that Triforce or the compass.
Oh, 100%. Like, at this point, you are 100% in blitz mode. There is literally not another item in the game that can help you, save for the wand, but with the book, you're not looking for it at all. You are absolutely 100%. Give me my compass, give me a Tringle, and let's go.
So is going to take the transport here. Also, I love, just personally from how I play, I love Zardia's rupee count right now, because going into level 9, you are just going to be able to machine gun things with silver arrows.
Oh,
and not have to worry at all.
Yeah, I mean, with magical sword silver arrows. Also, we hear Ganon.
We see Ganon. Well, in a second.
We've got bacon, everybody.
So what Nochi has to do now is tenderize this bacon with 15 sword hits. After that, we will put the bacon on a skewer, which will release some sort of heat that unveils the Triforce of Power, which will allow us to access Zelda.
So what you're saying is by burning the bacon, we gain access to unlimited power?
Well, I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to burn the bacon enough to where it's basically that bacon dust, so it just falls all apart and, you know, the Triforce is underneath it.
See, I'm okay with cooking bacon, but the burning bacon, I don't know if I can get behind that or not. I don't care how unlimited the power is.
Well, I mean, Link does it. There's the bacon dust sitting right there on the ground. We can see it. Plain as day.
We can absolutely see it. We do have ourselves a Ganon kill as Zardia gets their Triforce out of level 5.
Yeah, really, really nice Ganon fight there by Noshi. Being able to get that stun lock and keep it, you can have Ganon really appear on either side, and by keeping stun lock, you basically ensure that you're going to keep him just spawning in the same place over and over, making the kill a lot easier without having to worry about being bodied.
Yeah, the other thing to note about the Ganon kill is, for those of you who might not have ever got the stun lock before, it's not an actual mash, it's a rhythmic press. So, just a little bit of advice, don't sit there and try and mash. It's actually, you want to try and get a rhythm going when you are fighting Ganon.
Is this where we just want to jokingly say that the mash timing is to the same beat that Never Gonna Give You Up is, and just rickroll everyone who ever plays Zelda and wants to use that as the method going forward? Well, by the way, that is not a true statement, so please do not try that.
I'm never going to give Ganon up, Krim. But I would have been down with that, absolutely. We've got Bobbino, apparently believes the ladder to be the white sword item. That's why we see some bobbing around over here as Zar heads back into level 6 for their last Triforce piece.
Also, level 6 telling us what it is, and it is also disgusting because it is triple segmented.
Yeah, I'm glad we hadn't seen this map earlier. This is gross.
Oh, speaking of gross, how about this room of Dark Nuts?
Not the worst room to fight them in because you can clip into the upper block there and try and just stab away. Although the hard part here is going to be the fact that we have fire on our wand, but we do have ourselves a lovely, refreshing beverage. And Zar has found the compass in level 9, or level 6. The opposite of level 9, the upside down version. But so Zar going to be getting their last Triforce piece and going to be heading into 9 here fairly soon.
Yeah, so Bobbino actually running into an issue that neither of our other runners really would have struggled with, and that is not having enough rupees even for a bomb purchase, only at 7 rupees. So not only do they have to find the ladder yet, but they're going to also have to be careful with, you know, their arrows and stuff like that, because we know that that the arrows make things easier, but you're very finite in your ammo.
You absolutely are, and that's one of the big things is, yes, arrows are a great weapon, but, you know, at max, you can only ever have 255 of them. Also, Krim, that old man can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
I mean, I know we've seen plenty. There's plenty out there for him to be able to bomb. Maybe not in this seed, but in other seeds.
That is true. We did see that 3-pack in here.
Zar taking their walk to level 9 here. Trying to kill that. I don't hate like just stabbing at that red wizard, just hoping for that random chance at a bomb drop, but entering level 9, and we'll see how quickly they can find the pig. All of our runners running as Link tonight. It's weird because I'm used to having to look at their sprite as I'm saying the pig to make sure it's actually the pig.
Yeah, no, I know, right? It's weird to see all 3 of our runners running as the actual Link sprite. Like, it's been so long that I've been playing as the Wizrobe, I don't even know if I would know how to screen scroll properly as the, as Link, but Czar immediately finding themselves a Ganon. We've got ourselves a race here, everybody.
Absolutely. Now, Czar only needs to stab Ganon 4 times with the magic sword. The magic sword much better at tenderizing. And able to take down Ganon very, very quickly here. So, ooh, bait block.
Yeah, but not a required bait block, but we do have a required Zelda. Maybe.
No, there was no enemies in that room. No guarantee that that was Zelda.
Oh, that's true. I saw the door open, I got excited.
So we're just going to continue to walk around here and look for that shutter door to open on both of our runners.
There's the Zelda.
Yes.
I was a little preemptive on it.
So actually not far from start, but only one way in there, and that is from the left.
Yeah, Czar doesn't know it, but they're right below Zelda here when they go to the left here. But that is going to do it. Nochi going to go ahead and finish first here in this race with a time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 57 seconds, getting them a total of 12 points for this set of 3 races here. And that's going to put Nochi into the next round of races, and we are joined by Nochi Bato here in the booth. So we'll get some comments from Nochi on the seat here momentarily, as Czar is slinging some arrows at some Stalfos, and Bobino still looking for their ladder. And GG, Nochi.
Thank you.
What was that sigh for?
I was scared to no end when I saw that Dig Dogger in 9 over a potential staircase.
Fair.
I was like, TGE didn't do this to me. He wouldn't. He couldn't.
No, he totally would.
I totally would. I mean, I will give you one bit of good news for the next round. You won't have to worry about me rolling the seeds for your next round of races.
Yeah, you're just going to be in them.
Yes, exactly. Which means you're going to have everybody trying to give their absolute worst seeds.
Uh-huh.
No, I won't give absolute worst seeds if I happen to participate in the onslaught. I will just reward extra bonus seconds and minutes to people who burn the boomerang while racing against Teach.
So where was the white sword item anyways?
2 screens away from level 2.
Yeah, it was northwest of level 2 there.
I had forgotten that level 6 was behind the blocks. I was like, oh, the recorder's got to be in up in Death Mountain somewhere, so I can open level 2 at the lake. And then I found level 2, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh, level 6 isn't at level 6. It's 1 east. Okay, I'm good.
We've all done that at some point. If you played this game and haven't had a panic attack because you misread your map, you know, it'll happen. Don't worry.
Yeah. And I was really glad I found 4 before I found 7, because it was immediately ladder blocked. I right ordered 4, 7, and 1 really well.
Yeah, you did, and 3 being ladder blocked, kind of sucked. But Red Ring in 3 was nice.
Yeah. And forgetting that there was a Dig Dogger on the path to 8, the fast way to the Goma didn't help. But I was overall pleased with how I did.
Yeah, I can tell you, Teach didn't make many comments, but you are definitely going to give them a run for their money in the next round. Moving forward to the second round, so you get to do this all over again, but this time with 4 people.
Yeah. 2 people who are so good that they didn't have to play this round. Yeah, I'm not worried at all. Nope.
Whoa. Let me interrupt here. I wouldn't say that I'm so good I didn't have to play this round. I would say I'm so lucky I didn't have to play this round. If you go back and watch 3 of my races, I should not have won them.
I'm sorry, you're the 7 seed?
I'm the 8.
8. Okay, yeah. Pardon me if I don't attribute all of that to luck.
Okay, weeks 3 and 5 were definitely lucky. I will say that much.
I will
Yeah.
take your word for it.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, the first 2 rounds of this are 4-person groups in parts of the bracket. So Nochi and whoever wins here between Zardia and Babino will be going on to face my co-commentator, the Greenleaf Effect, and Stun in the next round. So a lot of exciting potential there.
And the best part about that is whoever comes up as the top 2 from those races then goes on to the actual full 1v1 bracket and has to play 3 races against the same person again. So we're going to be seeing a lot of the same person.
Yeah. If I somehow make it through next round, it's like, oh, I gotta do this again. This is oh yay.
Oh, yay. By the end of it, we'll be like, yeah, okay, this is the 6th race I've played against you. I'm tired of this, please.
Maybe a little bit.
Hey, group races are always fun.
Yeah.
So, a question I do have for you, Nochi, just because we've seen actually an influx of a bunch of new people coming in, trying out the randomizer. When did you start playing the randomizer? I know you're not part of the original group from 7 years ago, and a little relatively newer. But how long have you been playing exactly?
A few years now. This is probably my 3rd year, just off and on. I don't tend to get into a lot of tournaments, although I did play you. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, and you kicked me so hard because I couldn't handle the combat.
Right. And well, the reason I ask is because a lot of runners, especially newer runners, are a little hesitant to really want to get into tournaments and stuff like that, just because they're fearful of not performing as well against the better runners and stuff. And I actually asked that because I thought you started right before we face each other in that tournament, as Zardia does find Zelda here as well. But just seeing your growth and how well you play now compared to when you first were learning it and learning all the tricks and everything, what tips do you have, not necessarily to improve, but just to basically get past that mental hurdle of, well, I'm not as good as those people, so I don't want to race?
There was a lot of encouragement from the community when I was signing up, and honestly, if you are hesitant, I wholly recommend you sign up, because you can see yourself side by side against somebody else with commentary, so that you can get ideas on how to improve, how routing decisions that they would have made potentially, and it makes such a difference seeing you there being commented on than just being a third party seeing somebody else that you've never met before.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned, we did see Zardia finish as well, and they are here in the booth with us now. Congratulations, Zardia. You will be moving on to the next round.
Oh, thank you. I was nervous. That was down to the wire there in that 9. I was a bit wandering there.
Yeah, quite an intense 9 for sure. Actually, you gave Nochi a run for their money when you got in there, because you immediately found Ganon, was able to take Ganon down very quickly. It was just, getting that path to Zelda, very close to start, but not the easiest path to get there. But wonderful job on the seed. We're able to get a lot of the items very, very quickly and push our way through.
Thank you so much. GG's to you, Nochi. GG's, Bobino. Welcome.
Hello.
GG's.
I still don't know where anything is.
So
I mean, I say that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think, Babino, the big hang up for you was the ladder. That was in level 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah, 2 rooms south of the Triforce.
Okay. All right. Okay, that makes me feel better. I'm looking at my overworld map. That's likely where I would have gone and tried to figure out dig next. So I was on the way, just not enough. But yeah, definitely great job, Czar and Nochi. Definitely nothing to be ashamed about losing to you, both of you. So
Yeah, you did a great job, and made it a very entertaining race. Actually, I love races like this where we have 3 individuals and all 3 of them take different paths. Like, you figure the more people there are, the more likely it is that, runners are going to be tailing each other. But no, all 3 of you took pretty different paths here. The big thing for Nochi is they were able to find ladder and then, of course, red ring before the others. But Zardia making it up to Death Mountain quicker, found the bow pretty fast. But Bina, you actually had a lot of overworld exploration done, getting the sword as early as you did as well. So all 3 of you took different paths, which made it very interesting and intriguing for us trying to figure out, what the other people are going to do based off the information we knew.
this one, especially with the any road right next to start, that actually was useful and actually covered a decent amount of the map. You could have had probably 4 or 5 of us in there and had us all go in different places. But this was so much fun. I got so much more out of this than I expected. I'm just happy to have participated, and I'm really happy for Nochi and Czar, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next race. I'm probably gonna try to sign up to at least track or maybe talk over while you guys do your thing.
Well, hey, we'll always welcome you into the booth to talk about some of your previous opponents, and while the guy not sitting next to me, but talking next to me this whole time with Tej, and of course Stun in the next round. So, yeah, this is gonna be a great matchup. But you've put on a great show, and
Thank you.
We appreciate having you in the community, and great job this tournament, and hope to see you in our future tournaments.
Yeah, it was a blast. Thank everyone so much for putting it on. Everyone that had to come together to do all this work. It's so much more work than anyone realizes. So I really appreciate everybody, and I'm glad TG's got getting some commentary in. So after Nochi and Czar knock them out, they'll be good.
We're throwing the gauntlet down now. Okay,
I can't talk trash for me. So
why are you poking the bear?
Oh, that's true.
Been fired.
But I loved this so much. Thank you all so very much.
Yeah. Once again, thank you. Congratulations again on a great show. It's always good to see really intriguing races, especially ones that matter. As Czar's file names say, it's win or go home. So it's definitely very, very entertaining to see matches like this. So GG once again, GG to Czar and Nochi for advancing the opportunity to kick my friend's butt.
I'm not feeling the love, and I'm okay with it. I will be the bad guy. Let's go. Let's bring it.
You like the boomerang. You have to be the bad guy.
Why do I have to be the bad guy? Because I like the boomerang.
Because it's the boomer. No.
I love that the seed where the boomerang was the ladder item. So there was a chance ladder wasn't required. Ladder was required. So the boomerang getting its revenge.
If you go ahead and watch my last race, week 6 match against Cantaloupe Me, I world wrap with the ladder to the ladder item, which is the blue boomerang, and just say the heck with it and pick it up. So that was some revenge there too. If you want to get if you want some fun on that.
Excellent. Well, I am out. Nochi, Czar, good luck. Thank you so much for being very accommodating opponents. Really looking forward to seeing the rest of how you guys do. Thank you.
Thank you for racing with us. And thank
Thanks so
you,
much,
the
Bob.
comms and tracker, restreamer, all of you guys. We appreciate it, even if we don't always say it.
Love that guy. Such a great sport. He's made all these matches delightful, just like the community has. Thank you all so much. It's been great. SpeedGaming. Can't say enough. Snuck in somehow. Looking forward to the next round.
Yeah, congratulations once again. We're looking forward to the restreams. we'll be excited to watch them all. And as Bobino mentioned, and of course the others have mentioned, we do want to give a great shout out to Moon Risen Phoenix for doing the tracking behind the scenes, but really actually just started tracking for us and is doing an excellent job there. So thank you again, Moon Risen Phoenix, for the help there. And at this point, I'm just going to turn it over to Tej to do any final questions and to send us on out of here.
All right, I don't have any final questions, and normally this is where I would be doing my outro, but first things first, I'm going to do a little bit of a special outro here tonight. So first things first, thank you to at least Bobino. I'm not going to thank the other two runners because in the next couple of weeks, I got to get myself ready to beat them. So I'm not going to thank them. I'm just going to say good luck and get ready to race because it's going to be fun, absolutely, and I cannot wait to do it. But on behalf of all three of our runners, Nochivato, Zardia, and Almighty Bobino, our tracker behind the scenes, Moon Risen Phoenix, my commentary partner in the booth, Crimson Alex, and our broadcast partners at SpeedGaming, I am TGE, reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing.